So at the end of 2022, my mum went on a holiday, and there were people there that on the holiday that she was with, they were maybe 10 years older than her. And so on the trip, there was a lot of walking. And so my mum saw people that were kind of unfit, they were a bit older than her, and she didn't want to be that, 10 years down the track. So she came to me and she was saying, you've been doing this degree, how about I be your first client? And so I was like, yep, let's do this. So I wanted to create something that was simple and easy that we could do and we could stick to, and that will get results. So we created the goal to lose 10 kilos in 100 days. And we documented every single day, and you can see it on our TikTok. I showed every single day what we were doing. And we're both surprised by the end of it how amazing the results were. And so in this video today, I'm just going to talk about the results, the 3 things that we did that led to the results, and some key lessons we learned along the way. I've also got a free cheat sheet in the first link in the description, and it's 2 pages. The first page goes over everything that we did, and the second page includes the habit tracker that I made for my mum. So in the first slide I'm going to show you is the before and after pictures of my mum's results. And as you can see, the before, there was a bit of weight around her waist, and then after, she completely lost all the weight around her waist. She ended up losing 9 kilos and 14 centimeters around her waist, and you can definitely tell that. Her arms got skinnier and she lost weight on her face, and she also improved her fitness. She feels a lot better and happier, and she got some amazing results, and it's unbelievable what you can really achieve in 100 days, and this kind of proves it. I've also got a second graph, and this graph is I put in every single day how much weight she ended up losing, and we tracked her weight, and this graph just shows that, over the 100 days, it's kind of a straight graph, but along the way, there's a lot of ups and downs, and it's super inconsistent. And so in the first 10 days, she ended up losing, 1.5 kilos, and then she gained it all back, and we could have stopped there, said, nah, this isn't going to work, but we kept staying consistent, and we did the 3 things that I'm going to talk about in the next slide. We stayed consistent, and she ended up getting over to around 2 kilos, and then she plateaued. And these are the kind of the hard times where you end up doing and getting some good results, and then you start to plateau. And then around day 30 to around day 60, that 1 month, she had great results. But then that started to plateau again for around 20 days or so. But we stayed consistent, and she kept doing the 3 things that I told her to do every single day. And by the end of day 100, we didn't hit the goal that we set out of losing 10 kilos in 100 days, but she lost 9 kilos, and she lost 14 centimeters around her waist, and she got amazing results. And so this graph is just to prove that, it's not a linear line. There are times where you're going to lose more and lose less. It's going to be some times of plateauing, times of rapid weight loss. But at the end of the day, if you just stay consistent, you end up getting great results. Now, the 3 key steps my mum did every single day were: 1, she weighed herself daily. First thing in the morning, she got up, she got on the scales, she weighed herself, and we wrote it down. And the reason we want to do this is because what gets measured gets managed. When you're placing attention on the weight, you end up doing the activities that help you lose the weight. Just focus your attention on the weight loss. And so weighing yourself every day keeps you accountable. It's easy, but it's daunting, but it definitely worked. The second thing we did is she ate a high protein, low carb diet. Now, the reason was for this is eating more protein helps you stay fuller for longer, which she definitely found out. Eating less carbs, a lot of refined foods, high processed foods, they're not good for you. And so my mum ate less carbs, and it helped with the weight loss. For breakfast, she usually ate overnight oats, and so they were slow carbs, and they gave her energy throughout the morning up to lunchtime. And she had the protein with yogurt, so she mixed the oats and yogurt together, and she had that for breakfast, which she found enjoyable. And she also had for lunch a salad or some steamed veggies with some sort of protein, so usually a tuna or some salmon, which is what she enjoyed, and she could stick to that consistently. And then for dinner, sometimes she would have what I cooked, or she would have a meal replacement shake, which is high protein. And so really the key thing here is to pick foods that you enjoy eating, but try and stick to a high protein, low carb diet. And the third thing was doing exercise every single day. So for us, every morning after weighing yourself, doing the usual stuff, we went out in the morning and we went for a walk. There were 2 different walks we did, and one was a bit longer than the other, but usually around 7 o'clock in the morning we would go for a 45-minute to 1 hour walk. And so the key thing to losing weight is picking an exercise or an activity you enjoy, picking a time of day that you can consistently do that activity. So for us, it was walking at 7 a.m. and then pick how long you're going to do it. So if we did around 45 minutes to 1 hour of walking, you want to try and get around 30 minutes, but you can build yourself up. Start with 5 minutes if you don't really do exercise. 5 minutes one week, next week 10 minutes, keep increasing, get around 30 to 1 hour of exercise every single day, and do something you enjoy. That allows you to stay consistent. My mum and I both enjoyed going for walks. We had good chats, we got to see some good views, and we both enjoyed doing the walks, and that was a benefit of this 100 days, and we've now still continued to go on walks every single day. The key 3 points: weigh yourself every day, eat a high protein, low carb diet, and exercise every single day. They're the 3 things that we stuck to every day, and we got amazing results, and my mum's life transformed in 100 days. Now the key lesson we learned is consistency is the key. She could have easily stopped around day 10 when her weight loss went back to 0, but we stayed consistent. We did those 3 steps every single day, and that allowed her to get amazing results. And so along the journey, we found kind of 4 things that helped us stay consistent. The first was doing exercise we enjoyed and eating foods we liked. If you're not doing activities you enjoy, you're not going to stick to it. If you're not eating foods you like, you're not going to stick to it. So the key thing is what we enjoyed, we stuck to. What you're going to enjoy is going to be different. So mold these steps to things you enjoy. Do activities you enjoy, eat high protein, low carb foods you enjoy, and you'll get great results. The second thing we learned was usually my mum would be wearing runners when we went for walks, but then she decided to wear these mountain boots, and they're a lot sturdier, and she really enjoyed wearing this. They're a lot more comfortable when walking and sturdier. And so a key takeaway from that is wearing comfortable clothes allows you to stay consistent if you feel comfortable, if you're enjoying what you're doing. So try and incorporate that, helped us stay consistent. And third thing we learned is do it with a partner. So my mum and I did this together. It was really fun doing it as a team. If she didn't feel like doing it, I would motivate her. If I didn't feel like doing it, she would motivate me. And so having that partnership helped us both stay consistent and accountable to each other. And the last thing was having a reason why you're doing it. So my mum didn't want to end up 10 years down the track, really unfit, overweight. And so the reason why was seeing that future version of herself, and she didn't want that. And so that reason really motivated her to stay consistent over the 100 days, and she really transformed her health, and she's still staying consistent. She's gonna stay consistent for the next 10 years, I'm pretty sure, just walking every day, eating good food, and she's gotten amazing results. Now, if you found that valuable, don't forget to like the video. I've got a free cheat sheet in the first link in the description, where it's 2 pages. The first goes over everything I talked about in today's video, and the second includes a free habit tracker that we use to help my mum stay consistent and get amazing results. Now it's your turn to go out and try the 100 days. You can transform your life just like my mum did. Remember to stay consistent, update us on how your journey is going, and subscribe for more videos. See you soon.